I love you down for real, for real. And I be ignoring every time you try to speak up against me or about my kid. The last time you spoke up against me was like, yeah, show us something. Show him holding a bottle up or something. And then shortly after, your son gets stabbed the fuck up. It doesn't feel good, does it?
I'm pretty sure because you're a felon, you can't get things in your name. Okay? All right? I know that you're a convicted felon. You probably can't get stuff in your name, but I help you. All right? I want you to get your own place with you and your baby. You chill out.
Tia Kemp just snapped. And this time, she's not holding back at all. She straight up called CPS on Chrisean Rock, saying loud and clear that she's an unfit mother. That's not just shade. That's a whole thunderstorm. Tia's been silent for too long, but now she's letting it all out. And Chrisean might finally be facing the heat. And let's be real, Chrisean has been wilding lately. But when she came for Auntie Tia and threw disrespect on her own son, who literally got stabbed, that crossed the line. Folks are still shocked. She even had the nerve to speak on that. Tia is not one of these internet clout chasers. She's known in the streets, respected, and feared. She's the real deal. And Chrisean messed with the wrong one this time.
I don't know if that boy wanted you to sit down and be a stay-at-home mom for a minute and, so you could start progressing or what. But they say you making a good bag over there on Snapchat, or whatever it is. You should be able to chill out and just focus. Because we don't want you to go back to jail.
Chrisean likes to say she's hood and out of control. But Tia Kemp has been through the trenches and came out a whole hood legend. And trust, Tia isn't the type to throw rocks and hide her hands. She stood 10 toes down and pulled the receipts with CPS. That's not drama, that's consequences. Now that CPS is officially on the case, Chrisean better stop dodging accountability and fix up fast, because the spotlight isn't on her music anymore. It's on her parenting. Time to grow up for real. No more excuses, no more chaos. It's looking like the game just changed.
Chrisean, a hard head will make a soft ass. I was just waiting for Auntie Tia to come. And she came. Like she said what she said.
People are starting to wonder when Chrisean is going to wake up. Everything she used to pull back in the day, the wild behavior, the sympathy tears, the social media rants, sits. Just not hitting the same anymore. Folks aren't falling for the same old act. And it's catching up to her fast. Despite all the attention, the fame, the interviews, and viral clips, she still hasn't got her situation together. It's been years. And she still doesn't even have a place she can truly call home. Not rented, not borrowed, Heron. That says a lot. And remember that moment not too long ago when she popped up online crying her eyes out, telling everyone how Blueface left her and their baby boy, Junior, practically homeless.
Chrisean, is you cool? You need to learn how to insult better, because how the fuck you gonna ask Tia, oh, it don't feel right, huh? You mentioning and being concerned about my son hitting milestones and then your son gets stabbed. That don't feel right, huh? Well, she wouldn't fucking know. She didn't put her baby health in danger. Another person did. You put your baby health in danger. Like, what?
She said he kicked her out the second he got out of jail, and that left a lot of fans stunned. It had folks online debating if Blueface really went that cold or if something deeper was going on behind the scenes. Because as wild and messy as their relationship was, Blueface did go on record claiming Junior as his. So why toss her out like yesterday's trash if he really saw that baby as his own? Something isn't adding up. It's always been chaos between them. But that move right there, that felt different. That wasn't just a breakup. That looked like a full-on shutdown. And now, Chrisean's gotta face the truth. Sympathy can't fix what stability should have already handled. Then out of no
deflection much. You make no sense, honey. And it's because you a manipulator. And not only you a manipulator, you're a manipulator the way Blueface manipulate your ass. You think that you can come with all the mind fuck games that he do to you to the masses, and people supposed to fall for that because your dumb ass fall for his. And another reason why you are now currently getting on everyone's nerves is because, for one, you ran out that sympathy juice that you was getting 2-3 years.
Blueface dropped his own receipts, and suddenly everything started making a lot more sense. He clapped back with a video that showed exactly why he kicked Chrisean to the curb. And let's just say it was bad. Really bad. The footage showed the house looking like a tornado. Hit it, clothes everywhere, food all over the floor, dishes stacked like a health code violation, and straight up chaos in every room. Blueface wasn't even saying much. He let the mess speak for itself. And even Persuasion chimed in, backing him up, saying Chrisean doesn't even clean up after herself. The internet was shook when they saw it. No one expected the place to look like that after just a few days.
My son walking, my son talking, my son eat. Just because I don't display that internet, I don't give a fuck about proving anything to y'all, bro.
And here's the wild part. Chrisean still had the nerve to say it wasn't just her who made the mess. Like what? Instead of taking accountability, she tried to deflect and drag others into it. But this time, people aren't buying it. Usually, Chrisean's antics get brushed off. Folks just say, oh, that's just how she is. But now people are fed up. That whole messy behavior isn't just a personal problem anymore. It's starting to affect the people around her, especially her own son, Junior. Fans are calling her out, saying it's time to stop acting like a rebellious teen and step up like a grown woman. Because what's cute at 20 doesn't fly when there's a child in the picture.
In a live stream where you in the bathroom talking about something, my son can walk, my son can talk, my son can eat. Girl, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know if you're just delusional or you are just that. It's like lying just comes to you that naturally. Your son can't hold his head up. That child is not fucking walking. I don't care what you say. Oh, I just don't show that just because I don't display it. You don't display it because it's not happening, girl. Like, I'm so sorry. You act like the rest of us don't have children and don't know what child development looks like. Girl, that baby can't hold his own fucking head up. There's no way.
Junior needs stability, not social media drama and dirty laundry going viral. Now all of a sudden, Chrisean's out here playing supermom, and people are definitely noticing the switch up. Ever since folks started questioning her parenting, she's been showing up everywhere with little Junior strapped to her hip like an accessory. Church, she's there streaming live on Snapchat, baby in frame, even at the hair salon. Yes, while getting her edges laid. Junior was right there perched on her hip like she's trying to prove something. It's like she's making a statement. Look, I got my baby with me. I'm a full-time mom. And while nobody's knocking her for being present, some folks are side-eyeing the timing. 'Cause before the criticism, you rarely saw that baby unless she was posting throwbacks or talking about Blueface drama. Now it's daily appearances front and center.
You do what you gotta do.
No, you don't gotta call me later. I just don't want to argue. You can stay on the phone.
I guess you're busy, so I'm gonna call you.
I'm not busy. I'm not.
Some say she's just trying to clean up her image and shift the narrative. Others think maybe the CPS warning finally shook her into action. Either way, Chrisean is moving like she's on a public redemption tour and Junior is the headliner. But here's the thing. Parenting isn't just for the camera. People are watching to see if this is growth or just a PR stunt, because holding a baby while live streaming chaos isn't going to cut it forever.
Chrisean need to go sit down somewhere, and she need to get this baby some help. She need to get herself some help. She need to stop engaging with all this internet shit and beef and all this shit and keep back and forth with that boy lying and playing on y'all mind. Cause she ain't never played on mine. I don't pay her no attention. I already know she fucked up in the head.
At this point, it's become part of Chrisean's pattern. She'll get dragged online, switch up for a moment, then circle right back into chaos. But this time it's deeper because it involves her son. People have been pointing out that Junior clearly shows signs of some kind of developmental delay. And let's be real, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. What is raising eyebrows is how Chrisean seems to be doing everything except what really matters. She's been seen taking him everywhere: church, salons, streams, and events. But not once has there been solid proof that she's getting him too. a specialist, or physical therapy, and that's got folks online heated. If you can parade him on every platform, why not prioritize his medical care? Some of her supporters are still holding on, saying maybe she is taking him to appointments and just keeping it private. But most people are calling cap because, let's not forget, when she had Junior, she made it a whole public affair. She had cameras rolling, fans tuned in, and updates nonstop.
It's making me mad that this baby can't get down and walk. And I'm looking at him right here. It's clear that things are wrong with him. So why she ain't taking this baby, I don't get this. But we don't know what she doing behind closed doors.
She made his early life everyone's business. So now that people are asking real questions, suddenly they respect my privacy. And just like clockwork, she's back showing Junior online again. Now she's defending herself, saying he can walk and talk, but conveniently he's never doing either when she films him. That's what's got people side-eyeing. There's nothing to hide. Why does it all seem so sketchy? People aren't trying to drag her for being a mom. They just want to see her act like one, especially when a child's development might be on the line. It's not just about what Chrisean's not doing. It's what she's doing instead that's got people fired up. Word is, instead of giving her son the support and care he needs, she's been caught up in non-stop arguments with Blueface. Like full-blown, time-consuming drama while her baby's sitting in the background, ignored.
And I be ignoring every time you try to speak up against me or about my kid. The last time you spoke up against me was like, show us something. Show him holding a bottle up or something. And then shortly...
Which even intervened and made a shocking move because things had become so terrible. She was formally prohibited from using the platform. Why? Because during one of her frantic streams, she abandoned Junior for hours inside a car. And the best part is that he was ultimately saved by Twitch staff members. Drama isn't that. Is a complete emergency. It gets considerably messier from here. Throughout the conversation with Blueface, he repeatedly instructed her to go pick up Junior. He was aware that something was wrong. However, Chrisean dismissed it, claiming she wasn't even occupied and that she would rather continue the argument. That very moment infuriated many. Now consider this. It says a lot when a social media site like Twitch demonstrates greater moral consciousness than the child's own parents. She is no longer even being dragged for influence. Regardless of how you spin it, leaving a baby in a car for hours while you argue online is really reckless, which is why they are truly concerned.
Right? Okay. Don't stop passing judgment. I love you down. You funny. But come on now, stop speaking on me. For real. Stop speaking on me. Go back to clapping those saggy ass asses. That saggy ass ass of yours.
There's a reason why the internet is so noisy at the moment. This goes beyond simple amusement. The safety of a child is at stake. Tia Kemp eventually stepped in at that point, since it was obvious that no one in Chrisean's inner circle had the courage to tell her the truth. Furthermore, Tia isn't sugarcoating anything. Raising a child while juggling a well-known rapper is something she has experienced firsthand. She therefore speaks from experience rather than hatred. She told Chrisean bluntly, "Stop acting like everything is all right. Get your youngster off the internet and give him the attention he needs. Real parenting without any cameras, streams, or filters." To be honest, Tia told the truth, not by any means. She expressed just what everyone else has been yelling for months into thin air.
I think that what she said from an auntie's perspective, because what we have to remember is that it's a public situation. So when you make a situation public, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I thought that was an auntie giving a niece advice, and per usual,
she wasn't even critical. She was truthful. Chrisean was cautioned by her that Junior is too young to be left on his own. She is his only possession at the moment. She is alone, without helpers, influencers, or fans. Instead of acting like a mature woman and following that advice, Chrisean reversed the course of events and returned, swinging. She hurled shade, stating that Tia should be more concerned about home, particularly in light of the stabbing death. Of son? Like what? She went there genuinely. She attempted to distract herself from her own mess by dragging Tia through the mud, rather than thinking.
There was nothing but hatred spewed as a response. That could have went many different ways, but to say that's why somebody's son got stabbed up because they was talking about your son is crazy.
People really began to shake their heads at that point, since Tia wasn't attacking. She was attempting to assist. However, Chrisean once more converted a good thing into a bad thing. The public is growing weary of seeing her destroy every lifeline she has been given this time. Chrisean made a sincere attempt to change the course of events by stating that Tia had no right to discuss other people's circumstances if she wanted people to pray for her and her son during difficult times. Come on, though, that reasoning is flawed.
You should be able to chill out and just focus. Because we don't want you to go back to jail. All right? Okay. We don't want you to go back.
When someone sees someone else in a downward spiral, they can still provide insightful guidance even if they are seeking assistance for their own difficulties. Growth, not hypocrisy, is what that is. Actually, as soon as she clapped back, Chrisean was out of pocket. Tia didn't say anything disrespectful. It was truthful. She wasn't the only one who noticed either. Clarissa Blueface's own mother intervened and told Chrisean to calm down. She was clear. Tia didn't say those things out of malice, but out of worry. Clarissa expressed what many others were considering. It wasn't an assault. It served as a reminder.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody could tell me to stop talking about a motherfucking thing I see in the media. Okay? I done forgot I was on TikTok.
Tia initially intended to ignore it and go on. She understood, however, that it was more than a simple retort after witnessing Chrisean's persistent attempts to drag it out. The deflection was full on. Chrisean was making a lot of effort to compare two entirely different circumstances, but it only made her appear worse. Tia took no actions that might jeopardize her son's security. Her circumstances were unfortunate, but they weren't the result of her being reckless or self-centered. On camera, Chrisean has been seen sliding, ignoring warning signs, and snapping at those who are attempting to assist her.
Give a fuck. If I see something on the blogs and I come across it and I see something and I want to say something, I'm going to comment and I'm going to fucking say something. I don't give a damn who don't fucking like it.
The internet is now referring to it as such. Okay. Dodging accountability at its best. Now, let's face it, Chrisean is feeling particularly sensitive about Junior. Indeed, we can understand why she could feel a certain way about Tia Kemp's remarks. The truth is harsh, particularly if you know in your heart that you're not doing what you ought. 2. Chrisean, however, approached Tia with that force, as if she were prepared for battle rather than sitting with that fact. She was obviously trying to poke the bear with her attitude. Let's face it, peace was not what she sought. She was threatening to throw a fit, and Tia did it, darling. Rumor has it that she went all out and formally reported Chrisean as an allegedly unfit mother by calling CPS. It wasn't a rumor. She truly made the call, according to some. The wildest portion comes next. Unlike in the past, the internet did not support Chrisean this time. No procession of pity, no hashtags. At last, people are realizing that they can no longer defend this. Too many reds and too many Vits flags. She has dismissed genuine concerns far too frequently with additional justifications and clout chasing tactics. Fans are now pressuring her to take action rather than supporting her. It's not about the drama for once. It has to do with Junior. People are sick of seeing him fade into the background of a never-ending circus. People are now pleading for Chrisean Rock to take a vacation. The internet is outdated, and a lot of individuals express what other people are thinking. Why does she continue to be shoved in our faces? After all the chaos, some people were genuinely hoping that she would lose the limelight. But unfortunately, her name continues to rise for all the wrong reasons. She is now claiming that little Junior was never important to Blueface, in light of what we've witnessed that requires a great deal of courage. Even though he isn't flawless, it's crazy of him to pretend as if she is the only one who has ever tried. The calls, the videos, and all the times she was the one ignoring her child's needs in order to chase pandemonium, and cameras haven't been forgotten. Chrisean is beginning to resemble a walking case study of what not to do, if anything, during and after pregnancy. Not in an offensive manner, but rather as a warning. Because, in the end, being a parent isn't fun. It's not for streaming money, sympathy, or clicks. Some individuals simply aren't prepared for that level of accountability. Sadly, Chrisean is making it extremely difficult to make the case for. Anything else? Her behavior continues to create a narrative that is more difficult to justify. Perhaps the most contentious illustration of how flawed the system is Chrisean Rock. She and her child have done some crazy things on television, directly next to her. However, CPS has yet to intervene. Silence, no public accountability, no wellness checks. Why? Since she is a woman. Because they're waiting for a catastrophe to occur before anyone takes action. The system seems to be keeping an eye on her downward spiral and hopes it doesn't get out of control. However, when a child is involved, how far is too far? The real question is now, was it appropriate for Tia Kemp to come forward and expose it? Or did she go too far by obtaining CPS? Engaged? Was it excessive? Or was it a form of protection? Right now, I need your opinions in the comments section. Did Tia go too far, in your opinion? Or was this long overdue? Remember to hit the like button, subscribe for more in-depth discussions and breakdowns, and enable post alerts so you don't miss the release of our next video. We're keeping a close eye on everything you do, and this conversation is just getting started. The next one will see you.